since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Houston Texans. First down, Mayfield. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Mayfield down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. Pollard now a first down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught by McMahon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing before 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and
here's a diving catch right side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Cameron Batson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Mills on 3rd and 2. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Third and short yardage, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Mills. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Christian Bolton.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Mayfield with it once more. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all away.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action now. Mills looking for White on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 4th down, Mills. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Mayfield on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw, Mayfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Racey McMath, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And a wrap is on here in this first half. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Mills from the gun on third down. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Play fake, Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They go play action. Mills. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On play action, Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield looks to throw. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Our 1st down throw for Mills.
Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mayfield's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Mills, and he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw, Mills. Looking for White on the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And some room to roam now. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mills again.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
7 yards to pick up there.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down and 3.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mills now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mills to throw for it on 4th.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On 2nd and 12,
Mills got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Texans on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, Mills.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Play action now, Mills. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He'll get this to Elliott. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Garrett Wallow able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's